that what we were told and shown was not what really happened. And one of the things that I discovered was a book written in 2006, I believe it was, written by the chairman of the 9/11 Commission. His name was Thomas Kean, Kean, and it was co-written by Lee Hamilton, who was the vice chairman of the 9/11 Commission. And here's what they had to say in their book called Without Precedent, The Inside Story of the 9/11 Commission. And this should wake your listeners up. We were so frustrated with the repeated misstatements by the Pentagon and the FAA that it, the 9/11 Commission, considered an investigation into possible deception by these government bodies concerning their response to the 9/11 attacks. Now, as that got my attention, because basically what that's telling you is that the Pentagon and the FAA were lying to the 9/11 Commission, right there. Misstatements, repeated misstatements is a politically correct way to say they were lying. So what I started, when I discovered that statement right there, it told me everything, where to go and what to look. So what I did instead of, there's so much crazy conspiracy theories, excuse me, out there on 9/11, and they started from 9/12, I swear, 2001. The crazy conspiracy nuts that wrote crazy stuff. I went for FBI, DEA, FAA, National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, the United States Air Force, and government documentation to follow up with it, because that's my background. I trusted the FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board, and I knew some of those people personally, so I trusted they were being honest. And when I read Thomas Kean say that the FAA and the Pentagon were both making multiple misstatements, repeated misstatements, I realized that I'd had my trust in probably an agency that was complicit, at least. And so,
real quick, there are so many discrepancies, and for people, anyone who just gives us a little bit of research, 5 minutes literally on YouTube, I mean, the discrepancies of the World Trade Center 7 being announced that it's going to collapse before it collapsed. You have the on people on the ground hearing bombs, even hearing that people are going to set off bombs. You have the Pentagon, which virtually no evidence of an airliner hitting it. What is the most damning discrepancy, or a few of them, if you'd like to cite, because there are so many, that really is just stands out to you?
Excuse me. Well, I think one of the most commonly asked questions of me is, do I think President George W. Bush was in on it, as they say to me? And this is my reaction to that. In a normal response, because at the time that Andrew Card whispered to George Bush while he was sitting in that elementary school that the second plane had hit the South Tower. Now that happened at 9:03. When Andrew Card went into that classroom and whispered that to the president, in normal circumstances, his Secret Service detail that was right there in that room or outside in the hallway with him would have walked up to him and one on each elbow lifted him out of that little chair and taken him right to Air Force One, because at that time, we, as the American people, were being shown by ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, and CNN that America is under attack. On the banner, you'll remember seeing it as we watched those towers bloviate black smoke out of them, America under attack. But the president and the Secret Service detail didn't seem to be concerned. He stayed in that school for at least another half an hour or thereabouts, 35 minutes, and did a photo opportunity with some of the teachers and the staff after that. And in real life, the Secret Service has one mission, that is to keep the President of the United States safe at all times. And we were under attack. So why didn't they do anything? Because they knew, and so did the president and his entire staff that was there with him, that they were never at any risk, and our country wasn't, and that everything that was going on was orchestrated, and he was never at any risk, or they would have done their job.
So ultimately, who is behind this? I mean, is it the government of the U.S.? Is it private businesses that in collaboration with the U.S. government? I mean, the president is the president, but he was only the president for 8 months, and for me personally, I would doubt that Bush planned something like this. Could he have known about it? I'm totally open to that. But who ultimately do you think, where does your evidence lead you to? Who was behind this? Who wanted this to happen?
Well, one of the things I found in looking at, because that was my question too, I mean, I went into this as an investigator, and like I said, I thought 19 Arabs did this, so I was shocked to see things not making common sense, which I've been blessed with plenty of. As I kept digging into this, I found there was a group that were called the Project for a New American Century, and it's often referred to as PNAC, P-N-A-C, Project for a New American Century. And they had written a dissertation, a paper, Rebuilding America's Military Forces, or some crazy title to it. Within that paper, this Project for a New American Century, and this is a simple Wikipedia look, you can see who signed this. They wrote this paper, and the signers are listed there in Wikipedia. You don't have to go very far, spend a lot of time doing this. They called for a quote-unquote new Pearl Harbor to rally the American people behind the 7 pre-planned wars. This paper, I believe, was begun in 1998. It was presented, I believe, to Clinton in 99, and then again to Bush. It was the plan for what we have seen in the last 14 years in the Middle East.
Niggas scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel.
Yo, bloodshed, bloody, my vision can't see. Straight off top, me, Raul, and Mussolini was tied up. Connect, thinking that we wired up. Once these roads get cut, I'm getting highed up. Slow it down, you moving too fast. Kid, it's the hash, you ain't know? It's illegal life shit, big bloody cash. So what you do? In due time, come back to you. That's why niggas can't relate to LA. And stick you, let's laundry mad this. Revolutionist a bliss, keep the world in fist. I'll take a boy deathless, black gangsta. 2-5, a co-perfectus. CNN, iced out piece, a tie necklace. Steph Bauer, you and L, y'all work the hour. We all dirty, like the click, don't take shower. It's squad again, hit the fuck up, take your power. 100 channels, turn station, Operation 140. Earthquake will bring glory. Noriega, but for short, just call me Nori. Category, point blank, end of the story. Yo, let's just, say this chorus, Capone, you do
niggas
this shit.
scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel.
I never sweat these, I let trees blow. Get bent on benches, hopping the fences. Here they come in long trenches. Crack, chase them, lace them, let the chef bake them. Jake, taste them, take them, wonder where we make them. Roll dice and break them on the street corner. Betting stacks, holding packs, hoping police don't run deep on us. Peep the third floor shade that never rises. We take our whole weight plus gats and greater sizes. Bulletproof, down on my nights, now who the livest? Survivors, open off a lock contact, combat. Twist in your cap, then listen to rap. Position the map to blow out your back. Holes across the mat, holes either dick and fat. I'ma score, flip more raw than Dominique Dawes. Flip that.
Niggas scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel. Niggas scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel. Niggas scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel. Niggas scared to pull a hit. Shit, my team well know a bitch sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. She will. 97 to the hill, get ill. Do your thing, I ain't mad at you, son. It's how you feel. feeling this shit. Shit is all feelings. Deep mob niggas rush the studio building, put the volume up. I drop gems like gold bricks off the world trade, crushing that weak shit you made. Niggas raps is dirt, they're like pounds of hay. Tap some of this funk, it might blow you away. Killers get hard boiled, few on my team is in the soil. The turmoil, this street life to which I'm loyal. Focus and Klingons come left and right. Faggot space niggas get mad and wanna fight. Once they really start popping on shots and take flight, unaware that it's drama for the rest of their life. Warrior style, I joust when I reach man evil at the peak hour. Niggas cower and double over, shit is like Olympic. This war game Barcelona, peace stripe from deep left field. He slept the whole right boulder. Wake your ass up, now he's sober. Captain P, he just a suspect soldier. It's real fam, anything your team wanna do. You and your man just shook part 1 and 2. Your music to me is just amusement, good humor. Frosty ass niggas dance to it. Shit that I kick, start your adrenaline to rushing. I gotta hear them all before I even do nothing. You listen to my tape before you come outside pumping. Blood sport niggas in the crowd start thumping. MOBB got the whole spot jumping. It's like this whole building a flame and burn something. Cause the bees like that sometime. Cause I can't control the 9. Running up from behind. My shit jumping in my hand cause I bust mine. And hope to see your ass one more time. I chew that ass and rhyme. They kill you cause the streets is mine. Do this for the tech, niggas 42 shots fly. Kamikaze brave niggas came to confront Nigga the eye, burgundy tears, you now cry. We can run up on each other with Max and Bullseye. We can put the guns down, shoot the fifth and slide. We can all get together, fucking swallow the pride. Or you can take those and swallow these later that 9. Word up. You know what I'm saying? Word up to all my grimy, the infamous shit. One love. You know the dealie. Word up. It's DJ Clue.
The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, kicking free. Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Close and personal with Robin Leach, and I'm far from cheap. I smoke soap with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The moEYE and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast, condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood, and it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Genesis, when I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew's lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack, now my mom pimps a act with meats on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live, cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Bopper, Mac Label. Yeah.
Fucking A, this place is ours. They won't be coming back no more.